questions, and again, forgive me for my ignorance. I'm just trying to figure out the whole thing about Mary and stuff.
Yeah, what are you trying to
Um,
figure out? Sure.
like one of the things that I don't understand about Mary is like I don't see like for her to have other children, like like is that would that be a sin? Like
No, having other children doesn't mean it's a sin. the
okay.
the teaching is this. Here's what it comes down to. And I put an article, whether the Protestants like it or not. Let me show you this article. This is a
Yes, sir.
Protestant scholar. He's now deceased. I believe he's with Jesus Christ, my Lord. I pray he's with the Lord, that we all end up finishing the race and we end up before the feet of the Lord Jesus Christ, because no one has perfect theology. Some have more of the fullness of the truth. Anyway, his name was J.B. Lightfoot, John B. Lightfoot. He's a Protestant. He's not Catholic. He did an extensive study of the early church's view of the brothers of Christ. The brothers of Christ. Okay, he studied what the earliest sources of Christianity, taught about the brothers of Christ. Here it is, guys. This is a Protestant. So you Catholics and Orthodox, use this in your witness. I'm going to send it in the private chat. Protestant scholar. So Protestants, you're going to have to deal with this. Mohammed Faridi, take that article, study it too, brother, because one day we'll talk about it. Love you too. See you soon. Okay. This Protestant scholar examined the early church from all the earliest sources that spoke about the brothers of Christ. And he concluded that the earliest view, the ancient view, and the majority view, with the possible exception of only two people, was that these are not the sons of Mary. As far back as you go in church history, the writings from the late 2nd century, people who met the disciples of the apostles, were taught by them, they taught these were not the children of Mary. There's only one exception that we know of, Helvidius, but he was an Arian heretic. He denied the deity of Christ, and possibly Tertullian. But even then, we're not certain. Everyone else said these brothers of Christ are not the sons of Mary. They're either the sons of Joseph from a previous marriage, which was the dominant view. Then later on, Jerome made popular the view, these are the cousins of Jesus. So now that means if you believe in church history and you believe God is sovereign over the church and he's guiding the church, Protestants, explain to me, how is it that this is the dominant view, the consensus view, in fact, the unanimous view with the possible exception of Tertullian, because Helvidius is a heretic, that none of them concluded that these are the sons of Mary. They're the brothers of Christ, either from Joseph's previous marriage or relatives. How did they get it so wrong so early, when the Lord said that the Spirit would guide the church and make sure that the church will not come into agreement on damnable or heretical views? That's the reason why we say they cannot be the children of Mary, because we don't believe the church could be that mistaken if the Spirit is present with the church.
Okay, understood.
You with me there?
Yes.
Oh, by the
Yes,
way,
sir.
oh yeah, thank you. Did you know Martin Luther also believed Mary remained the perpetual virgin? As did Francis Turretin, a Reformed scholar whom Reformed Calvinists love, right? And even John Calvin mocked those who would misquote Matthew 1:25 to show that Joseph had children with Mary after Mary gave birth to Christ. Did you guys know that? I have the articles too in the description box. John Calvin, Martin Luther, Francis Turretin, to name a few, they affirm Mary's perpetual virginity and scoffed at those that would quote passages like Matthew 1:25. And these are the reformers. But I bet they didn't know Greek or Hebrew or Aramaic like Jamila Muhammad White. But go ahead.
So even Calvin, because I
Was
remember you
John Calvin
mentioned.
a Catholic? Was Francis Turretin a Catholic? Jesus is Yahweh? And yet Martin Luther recanted many Catholic traditions, but why did he hold to Mary's perpetual virginity? Nice try, though. Jesus is Yahweh. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you for that explanation.